Guys, today is December 26th, 2021, and we have to be out of here on January 2nd, 2022. So we have like 7 days to finish this bus. The only things to remain are the shower, and today I'm going to plumb in the shower because we just got our Posy Temp shower valve in the mail. The shower valve has to go on this side of a stud that I put right here. You can see a screw hole right there. Right here is the door, which slides in and out, so we can't obstruct it. So unfortunately, the shower valve has to go here. And then right here is where the shower head's gonna go. You guys see the square that I drew here? I basically need all this to be accessible to plumb this in right here, and then my plumbing is going to run exposed up to there. And we're ready to cut it with this multi-tool right here. I don't want this stem to come out so far. It's not the optimal look for it. I want it to be pushed in more like that. So I'm going to extend the depth of this cavity on the inside with this circle I just made.
Yeah.
What are you doing?
Just scoping out what's going on. Getting ready for the glory hole.
You scared me. Oh, a glory hole. Oh god! Then we need to grab some screws to screw in these guys. Clean hole. Amazing.
That's what she said.
Wow. Okay, so with that hole cut, drilled, screwed, whatever. This guy sits right here. This guy sits right here. And now I have to pick up some more supplies to finish this. And I'll see you guys real soon.
You ready to go play pickleball?
Let's go play pickleball.
You want to go play pickleball?
Alright, it's the Sunday after Christmas, so just a half day today, but yeah. Alright guys. We gotta leave this place in like 6 days. We gotta do a shower. So a little bit of a backstory on the shower, and I want to tell you we're making a huge gamble here. Original plan, a nice tile shower all through here. Beautiful tile. Would look amazing. But we just don't feel great about how much this wall bounces. The way I build the walls in here, they're all tied in, they're super tight. Like this one, it doesn't bounce at all. This one, no bouncing. They're all rock solid because they're tied into things. Look, this is tied into the shelf, the wheel well, the closet rod, all that stuff. But because we have these floating walls to accommodate these doors right here, there's really no way to lock these down. I just have 2x4 there, and of course the tie-in in the ceiling and the floor. So I don't feel great about adding thin set mortar, tiles, and grout to that because I'm afraid long term it's not going to work. It might work, I don't know. On top of that, because of the way that we build, nothing super perfect. Like, see that ceiling up there? I feel like what I would want here is something natural, something that can flow, something that doesn't have to be perfect. I would love to do like a concrete shower. I know it sounds crazy because I just said this thing vibrates too much and it might crack, and it might crack. However, this will just be one material, a lightweight faux concrete, so it's not really concrete. Has been done before by others, and it might work, but I don't want you guys to copy me because it might not work. In the future, I will check back in with you about the condition of this shower. So for now, you really can't copy me. I don't know if this is gonna work. All right, so there's a company called Ardex. You can find this stuff online. You can also find a Home Depot branded version of it called Henry's Feather Finish 549. As you can see, it says engineered with Ardex technology, and online they have confirmed that it's the same product. It's actually not concrete. It's something else. Let's see. Yeah, I don't see any ingredients, so you know, just know that I'm going based off of what I read online. Hopefully none of what I'm saying is inaccurate, but it always might be. Mixing ratio for this stuff, 2 parts water to 1 part powder. It sets up pretty fast. The box says that it'll set up in like 15 minutes, so we can't pour this whole thing in because it's gonna take us more than 15 minutes probably to do this whole shower. So we're gonna start small, 2 parts water, 1 part powder. Alright, so there's the first coat on the first wall. Unfortunately, I didn't get to use all this material before it started to dry up. So 2 more times with this bag to get the first coat, then we'll let it dry and give it a little sand and then move on to the second coat. Alright guys, I got a fresh bucket. I have completely clean tools. Important that you clean your tools every time. You can't have a bunch of crap on your tools and expect a good clean finish. So let's go with wall number 2. Alright, now we're on to the third wall. The second wall was a little bit too stiff. I had an easier time with the first coat when the stuff was more soupy because it sets very quickly. This might be too soupy, we'll see. This is what coat number 1 finish looks like. Pretty dark, but as it dries, it's getting pretty light. We are actually good long term with anything that is a light gray, so hopefully that is the case. We're gonna let this dry completely, and once it is all gray, I'm gonna come in here with some sandpaper, clean it up, and go for coat number 2. We are about an hour and a half later. You can see it's lightening up in here. There's still some dark areas, but a lot of it is getting pretty hard. I actually think I can sand it right now when it's still kind of soft. I'm gonna do it by hand because I don't wanna make a mess in the bus. Our goal here is going to be to get rid of the ridges. We don't need like a perfect finish here. We just need to make it easier for us to trowel on the next coat, and it's harder the more textured it is, so we're gonna get rid of the texture. I'm gonna be using some 150 grit sandpaper. Alright, so I have the shower all sanded for now, the first coat. From here, it looks really natural. Looks like it really fits in well with this bus, and I think the color is going to be just fine. While I wait for this to dry completely, I'm going to finish plumbing in the shower. This is a Posy Temp shower valve. All this does is mixes the hot and cold. This fits with the Moen trim kits, which is what we got from Nebbia actually to match our Nebbia shower heads. You could go with a different trim kit and a different shower head, no problem at all. But if you go with the Moen, it works with the Posy Temp shower valve. Amazon, Nebbia, and Amazon. So the way this works is you have the hot and cold lines come into the valve. This valve mixes them and sends them up to the shower head or down to the tub. We do not have a tub, so we're going to plug this. You can get these without an attachment for the tub, but I couldn't find one that would arrive quick enough through Amazon Prime, and they didn't have it at Home Depot or Lowe's. So we're going to use pipe joint compound, and you could absolutely use Teflon tape. And where's my plug? Where is my plug? There's the valve all ready and good to go. So guys, it's not great that you have to see this when you open up the closet, but the reason I do it this way, the reason I'm excited about this, is that every single plumbing connection in this bus is exterior. If any of that leaks, you can deal with it. If you need to replace that valve, super easy. Every single connection is exterior. I can do all of it. The only thing running in the walls is these 2 pipes, and there's no connections in the walls. These 2 pipes, which come out underneath the kitchen sink. When that concrete is ready for coat number 2, I will see you then. Guys, let's go check on this shower. Let's see what it looks like. Yeah. Look at that. So it has really dried quite gray. I actually think it looks pretty good. And I think we just need to do 1 or 2 more coats, and this is going to be gravy. Got some fresh peanut butter here, so let's get scooping. So you can't add any water, but you can mix some life back into this stuff by mixing it up. Now as you can see after mixing, it's nice and buttery again. Got a little bit more life back in this stuff. So that is looking pretty good, except for a couple spots which I'll have to scrape away once I do my final sanding. A little bit of that, a little bit of that. I think the transition where the walls meet the floors is going to look pretty good when grout is done. Now my goal is going to be to get a sanded grout that is pretty much the same color as this. Hopefully I can pull that off. The next thing we have to do is, while we wait for this to dry, we of course need to go find a sealer. But before I do that, I think I'm going to tile this curb right here. So that stuff looks like pancake batter. The instructions say we leave it for 5 to 10 minutes and then come mix it again, so we're gonna do that. And then we're gonna put this tile on the curb. Alright guys, we gotta get these buses out of here. This bus is going to Hitch World to get a new hitch installed tomorrow. And this is the last time that it's gonna be in this position here, in this yard, because in just a couple of days we are leaving. Look at this absolute disaster of a trash heap I've made. Oof. Things are happening fast around here. Time to get this bad boy out of here. Now the issue here is it's really hard to get this bus out of here without pinning it between the fence and the tree. And you probably can't hear me, but I try. A little bit more. Okay, that's enough. We should remain good on the tree. It's just this fence is the next part. You can turn as much as possible. Keep coming, keep coming, keep coming. A little bit more. Alright, stop. We might get pinned, and we're making huge ruts in the dirt over here. Yeah, turn as much as possible. Yeah, come on, come on, come on. Stop. Damn. Alright, stop, 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 stop. I don't know if we're gonna make it out, guys, but we're trying. We might have this. I cannot believe how close this is, guys, but I think we got this. You're going to be clear if you come straight back on my side. I don't know about yours. You got tons of space on my side. Slow down, slow down, slow down. Pull forward and to your left. Alright, now come out of more of an angle. I hope it helps. I don't know. Keep coming. Alright, well that definitely was not easy, but we made it. Now I gotta get back in. Alright guys, just one more thing to do, and that's to bring Sam's bus off the street for the night, and then we are done. This stuff is exhausting, especially when it's pitch black out. Thank you, Mr. Bus Driver. Alright, so we are in for the night, and more adventures tomorrow. See you guys later.